All right. It is 7:21 now. I hope everybody can hear me. I feel like we've given enough time to everybody. Oh my God. Am I audible enough, please, so that I will know?
Yes. Yes, can hear you.
All right. Good evening, everybody, and I welcome you all to our Web3 Foundation class. Right, we have 19 people. Yeah, this is not encouraging. It's supposed to be more than this on this call, but it is what it is. Good evening, everybody, and I welcome you all to day one of our Web3 Foundation class. I want to say thank you to the organizers, which is the Web3 Abia Network. Good evening to you, sirs, and thank you for organizing this event. All right. I want to say a very big congratulations to everyone that also joined in, everyone that was able to get in. And I want us to know that this is actually a very big opportunity for every one of us. And I'm rooting for everyone. At the end of these 2 weeks, I want to see that, okay, we have actually improved and everything we're going to be learning here is going to be experienced and everybody's going to come back and give testimony at the end of the day. All right, so today I'll be your tutor and I'll be taking the topic Introduction to Web3. I'll be taking the course. So let me share my screen so that we can actually get to everything. Come. I would love to know if everyone can see my screen. I don't know why this is showing me multicolor. All right, so I'll be showing my screen to everybody so that I'll be able to know what we are here for. So before I go on, I will also introduce myself. I am Kola Oliodayo by name, and people call me Safe. I'm a growth strategy in Web3, and I'm also a space host. I help Web3 projects to grow through content, marketing, and I help them with visibility and community building. Also, I also space. I used to host Web3 space on X Twitter, and that is where I help people to learn more about Web3. I help them to explain the concept and all of that. So that is what I do on the Web3 space. and it's nice to meet everybody here today. So, the concept of today's lecture is going to be we're going to be looking at the evolution of web, which is Web 1, Web 2. Let me increase my screen, and Web 3. We'll also be looking into what we call Web 3, the definition, and we're going to be looking into the why Web 3 matters. We'll be looking at the misconception people have about Web 3 and how to get started in Web 3. So, question and answer and everything. So, these are the things that we're going to be looking into today. I hope everyone can hear me because I will not really want to be talking to myself. Please, if you can hear, we can just give reaction, or maybe anyone can just unmute mic and make sure that okay, I'll know that we are actually listening all right. All right, so we'll be moving to the first on our list, which is the evolution of Web3. First of all, as you heard the name Web3, you'll be kind of, oh, what is this means? And for those of us that are hearing it for the first time, so that is why I'll be coming from the history, kind of Web 1 actually started, where the whole internet started from, right? I don't know, I'm not sure. All right, I want us to see the screen very well. So now we're moving to the evolution of Web 3, of the web, which is Web 1, Web and Web 2. That is where internet actually started from. So now, Web 1, we all know that. So the definition of Web 1 that I have here is all right. Sorry about that. So the Web 1 is what we know as the earliest version of the internet around the 1990s. I will just give us the definition that is there as everybody is actually saying it. And it all started in the 1989 to 2004. It was the first generation of internet, right? First generation of internet where you can read, we can only read information and also write on the internet. So this is what Web 1 is actually all about. That is, we only have websites during those time, and we users, we can only like, oh gosh, I don't know why this. All right, sorry about that. So during the Web 1 times, we can only like read on the internet. There is nothing like you go there, you write, or maybe let's say you comment or you do anything. The only thing that you can do then was just to read what is there. And even before you can even read what is there, to get access to those information, it is not really like easy as it is today. And then we'll move to the Web 2. Web 2 is a read-write web where people can read, write content on websites and applications, which is the internet we all use today, like the likes of Facebook, the likes of Twitter, where we actually write our content. And this Web 2 is like a company that there are people that actually like controlling it. And on this Web 2 platform, we cannot we don't actually like own our. I'm actually outside because I have to move out of my own set today so that the noise will be not much. All right. So during that time, we can only. God, so sorry about this. So, like I was saying, the Web 2 era was just for us to like read and write, and we can also like make comment during those time. And I said that it's also like controlled by companies. For example, all the social media that we are using, like I have mentioned that, which is the Facebook, the Twitter, let's say Instagram, and all of that. And on this platform, your account can be suspended. For example, that's why they have control over our data and all of that, because anything can happen to your data, anything can happen to anything that you are doing on the internet, on the platform. On X now, for example, your account can just suddenly got suspended with no reason, with no notification. Nobody is going to tell you that this is exactly what really happened. And you will be like, oh, how did this even happen? So that is how everything is. So now we'll be moving to what Web3 really means. And before that, I want us to actually put our mind together and not to be scared and be like, oh, maybe this is going to be complex. That's why I'm trying to make sure that we actually meet up with the time, and I don't want to waste time at all. And as you can see on my screen, Web3 is a read, write, own web where people can read, write, interact with content on websites, app, and own them. It is the next revolution of the internet that is designed to give back control to users. So on this place now, it is obviously like everything that has been happening on the Web2 aspect, which is the Web2 platform, that everybody was just so confused about, oh, why is it that anything that you're doing on the internet or on the platform, you can actually lose them anytime. So that is where Web3 now come in, and this is what Web3 is trying to solve in today's ecosystem. So Web3 is now trying to solve the problem of Web2 through decentralization. And what I mean by true decentralization is that instead of one company to be controlling your data, anything that is happening on your platform and all of that, because all these people, they're actually making money from all your data. They're making it from your content, all these things that you're posting, you're sharing there, they're actually making it for it. So that is what Web3 is trying to do, and they are trying to give us the ownership and transparency through Web3 ecosystem, which is the era that we are today. So, sorry, just want to go back so that I will know if we are actually following. All right, so I just have to come back here to be sure that we are actually following. I hope everyone can still hear me. Can we still listen? God.
Yes, we are hearing you.
Laptop showing multiple. All right. Thank you. Don't worry the way my system is doing tonight. So now that is what the theory is actually all about. And like I said, they are trying to solve the problem of which is actually Web theory. We are facing Web 2, which is they can where they actually own our content, they own our data, and Web 3 is coming to actually give us the control over all these things, so that we don't get to be scared about losing our data or anything on the internet, and we actually earn from it. It's actually giving us the ownership and transparency. The Web3 ecosystem is very broad. I will not lie to us. It is very, very broad. It has different sectors, and that is why we have people focusing on so many things. For example, we have people that focus on trading, we have people that focus on gaming, and we have people that focus on NFT, decentralized finance, and many more like that. You can do it to also do more research to know more about the sectors. So that is that on why Web3. I don't know if everybody is listening and we actually understand what I'm saying. And if you don't understand anything, please do well to ask me questions so that I can actually like briefly say something about it. I hope you all understand. If you don't understand, it's a free way. Just unmute your mic and just say that, oh, you don't understand. I can just ask where you are kind of missed out. All right. I think like nobody is saying anything and nobody
Okay,
is,
sorry, can I
we are
ask a
all on the
question?
same line. Okay, I can see Mr. Kingsley opening his mic.
Okay, sorry, can you hear me?
Sorry, I can't hear you. Oh God. I hope it's not from my own side. I can't hear what you are saying.
I don't know. Can you hear me now?
And I hope it's not from my own side. Let me try and check that. Mr. Kingsley, are you still speaking? I'm not sure
Yeah,
if
I'm
it's from
listening.
my
Can you hear me
side,
now?
but I can't hear anything you are saying.
Okay, no problem. Just continue then. Can you hear me?
I don't know if it's from my side or it's actually maybe my side. Please, can someone speak so that I can actually confirm if it's from my side or not?
I can actually like hear Kingsley. I don't know if you can hear me, Steve.
I can't see here. God, why? Okay, I don't know if it is from my own side because I can't actually like hear anybody. But then let's just move forward to the next one. So the next one that we have here is why Web3. So the next one we have here is why Web3. So that's the core reason I'll be mentioning on this one. I actually have to slide for it. I hope we can see my screen. Is my screen still on? I want to confirm that before I continue.
No, wait, your
I'm
screen is
on my
not on.
screen. Is my screen still on?
No, it's not.
No. Okay. Alright, let me share the screen back. I think because I left before. Alright, I think my screen is on now. So we're moving forward to the next slide, which is why Web3. The reason Web3 is that people can actually they can earn online, own their digital assets, and participate in decentralized system without relying completely on any traditional institution. It's not necessary that you actually get to have one technical skill before you can start to like learn, or you come into Web3, or you know about Web3. So that is just the big difference. So the main benefit of Web3 is trust and ownership. And I hope we are noting down all these things, because I will ask questions at the end of the day. So since there are no middlemen involving in the network, and every individual users has a copy of the data, ensures that there is no censorship, less risk of data, and high security. So what they are trying to say here is that everything on the platform is transparent. Everybody is seeing what is going on and all of that. So that's what they are trying to say. And then we have the first one, which is trust. We have trust. So I only make mention of two so that I will not waste our time. So we have trust. In Web3, there is nothing like middlemen. Like you can see, removing the middlemen from the equation establishes trust in the network. Since we are no longer having the middlemen like bank, control, organization, and other third parties to get the work done. So what I mean by this is that, let me use bank for example. If somebody wants to like send you money, and the person send you, let's say the person is in US and the person is sending you dollar, you know that you will have to go to the bank though. And you going to that bank, you can get to the bank and they can just tell you that, oh, there is no they can even say there is no money in your account. That is the most funniest thing that can happen. They can say, oh, there's no money in your account, and you will be like, oh, because you will kind of, so there is no, the trust was not really there, but because of Web3 now, it is open, and you can actually get your money. You can get all these transactions done through any decentralized wallet and all of that. There will not be anything like a third party to actually get involved for you to get things done in Web3. So the next one that we have is ownership. Every piece of data committed on the network is digitally signed and transparent with the private key by the users, and validated by other parties. So users that create the data on the block is the rightful owner of it. So what I'm trying to explain here is that you own everything on the blockchain. Anything that you create, either is your content, either is your website. Let's say maybe you kind of put in your money is in a wallet. You have all these things saved there. So, and that is why they say that with the private key, they're actually trying to explain to us here. They're trying to explain that if you are saving your money in your wallet, yes, you have money in your wallet, everything is saved there. There's nothing like someone is coming from anywhere to actually take it away from you. And the private key is only meant for you to see. It is not meant for you to share to anybody. So that is one of the things that actually creates it's more giving us security on the platform. So and with this, it's become part of the people building. So I want to like move to the next one, which is also part of the why Web3. I said Web3 matters because it creates opportunity for people globally. So what I mean is that Web3 give you the power to make decisions. Like all these Web3 um okay, the on the Web3 space, there's what we call DAOs, decentralized autonomous organization. Like on this in this place, you can nobody is actually like serving as a boss or anything to anybody. Everybody has their own right to vote. Everybody have right to make decision. Everybody have right to say something and contribute to the ecosystem. It's not going to be the same way we have. Okay, um let me use let's say Wema Bank for example. It's somebody that actually create that is own that own the Wema Bank, and it's somebody that is actually controlling it. Anybody they can make decision. There are what we call directors and all of that. So these people they can make decision for the people working under them. But in Web3, you have everybody have equal rights. Everybody can make decision. Everybody can make a suggestion on how to actually run an ecosystem or how to run an organization on the platform. So the next one is you own your data and not big companies. So in Web2, like we all know, like Facebook or Twitter that I mentioned earlier, is that your data is stored in their servers, it's stored on their platform, it's stored on their what did they call it, on their platform, right? And they actually make use of all this data, they accumulate it, and they are making money from it. They make money from it, and nobody knows that, oh, these people are actually like making money from what you are creating on their platform. Not recently that, okay, some of them like Twitter now is actually monetized that, but before you even get it monetized, you have to sweat. So all these things, in Web3, you own your data and you own control over every of your personal information, and you can decide who want to see it. I want to use Twitter for example. I'm more used to Twitter. That is why I'm actually using Twitter since. The reason is on Twitter, let me use for example, if you create the content now and you are a premium users, you can actually say, okay, you only want someone that is verified to check your content, to see the post that you make. Or you can even post it and say only people that have verification that can make comments, but other can maybe quote it and they can, but I think it's mostly for, let's say, other comment section. They'll be like, you cannot comment under this because the person have off the right to actually like make comment under that post. It happens a lot on the Web3 space. So the last one is you can earn directly from your work, whether you're a writer, video creators, artist, or you can even be a singer. So people earn online and own digital assets. They also they participate in all this decentralized system whereby you get to like that DAO that I make mention the other time, is that you can contribute, you can participate in anything, maybe contest, anything at all, and from all these things you can actually like make money from Web3. So this is all we have about why Web3 and why it matters. I don't know if we are still listening, and is there anyone that not really understand anything? Maybe we can drop it in on the group so that I can be seeing it. I'll be using my phone to check that. So if anybody have anything that they want to say, the question or something that you don't understand, you can just um you can send it to the group. Since that I cannot hear anybody, I don't know why. Maybe I mistakenly mute my mic. I don't know. Okay, I'll be checking the group if there's any question there. All right. So nobody's dropping any question. Nobody's saying anything. So we'll be moving to the next one. I think we have a few minutes left. So the next one is the misconception people have about Web3. A lot of people, once they heard, oh, the word Web3, you'll be hearing, oh, or you ask them, what do you know about Web3 or what do you understand by Web3? Or have you heard, or let's say you ask somebody that doesn't even know about Web3 before, or maybe they've probably heard it about somewhere, and then you ask them, and the next thing they'll be like, oh, it's about crypto. Oh, it's about people that have technical skill, let's say like a developer, or it's somebody that can actually like do coding and all of that. That is what people will be telling you. And it's actually not, because Web3 is not just only for people that are into, let's say, coding or all of that. Web3 is not about just crypto alone. Crypto is just like let me use the word passport, because like it's also part of Web3, but it is not fully Web3, because people are into so many things on the Web3 space. So it is not, people now say, oh, it's about crypto, and people say it's too complicated. Web3 is actually not complicated. If you just make sure that you study and you do more research, you will know that Web3, it is not complicated, and it is not for only developers. Anybody can come into Web3 as long as you have a skill or you are willing to learn a skill. It is not just it is not just it is not just for only developers. Somebody is acting on the group if where the call is loading. I hope the person can see it up. All right. So that is that. And Web3 is not for tech. They used to say it's for tech expertise. It is not. It is not for tech expertise. Even if you know how to write, let me use writing for example, because so many people, it's not everybody that know how to write good content. Everybody know how to write, but not good content. When we are talking about people that can write good content, we are talking about people that can actually communicate from whatsoever they are writing, and it resonates with the people that are reading it. So if you write something and the person cannot understand what you wrote, then it means that that thing that you're writing, it might not even be like, oh, you don't understand, or the person, as long as the person can resonate with what you're writing and its benefits, it can actually add value to them. That is why content writing is also one of the basic thing that you someone needs to like be very good at whenever and when you are coming to Web3, you need to know all these things. And also, it's not like you have to be perfect. As what I tell people is that as long as you keep writing, you keep improving. No matter what, you keep improving. So, and it's not only, they also say it's also for Web3 trading and all of that. No, it's just part of it, and people are learning it. So it is not only about that. So now that's just about the misconception about Web3. So now I'll be telling us how to get started in Web3. I don't want to waste our time. I'm in no hurry. I was just rushing. But I hope everybody is listening and we understand what I've been saying since, because I will not want in a situation whereby later you now be like, oh, you don't understand anything. I don't know why my mic is off. I'm so pained. Okay. So how to get started, and I have some tips on how to get started here. So the first thing to do and to actually like get started in Web3 is to interact with Web3. What I mean by interact with Web3, I will have put Web3, let me say Web3 people that are into Web3, because for example, you cannot just come to the platform and then you start interact with footballers. You have to interact with people that are into Web3, people that are doing Web3, people that understand Web3, and you can also like learn from either their content that they are posting. So you have to interact with Web3, try to understand what it actually means. Then users need wallets like they need tools like wallets and decentralized application. What I mean by you need tools that you need is like a wallet. Like for example, we have MetaMask, we have Phantom Wallet, we have Souffle, we have so many wallets like that. And these are the tools that you use when it comes to you receiving money. Let's say you have someone want to pay you in any kind of, whether in crypto or in USDT or maybe in coins or anything they want to pay you. So those are the things that you need. You need a wallet and you need to create one. A decentralized application. So, and also learn about Web3, which is what you are doing right now, but you still need to learn more after today. And because in Web3 really move faster, you have to learn be open to learn every day. Web3 is not a place to come and because you just heard me saying this, because this is not even enough for us to explain what Web3 is all about. I'm just explaining the basic for us to know and understand how this thing works. So we don't mix everything together because it's very, very deep. And this is how I can explain it so that you don't feel that okay, Web3 is actually complicated, so that you will not be feeling like, oh, I don't understand this thing. That's why I'm using basic English and the normal way that we can actually understand this thing. So you learn about Web3. There are numbers of resources available to you. Help us, right, to learn about Web3. Let's say, for like I said, you can learn from maybe common content on Twitter or on LinkedIn. There you can search for people that are into Web3 on LinkedIn. There are ways to search for it. You can even use your AI, that GPT or anything to search for all these names and get to know, okay, this is what this person is into. So you can learn from articles, videos, and maybe courses. But it's the best way to actually learn is maybe you can watch YouTube videos. You get to learn so much about Web3. So setting up a digital wallet. So so the next one is set up a digital wallet. Like I said, you have to set up like a wallet, which is I mentioned Phantom wallet, I mentioned Souffle, and I mentioned MetaMask. The at least the let me just say the most important one to people use most is Phantom. Phantom is more easy to navigate as a beginner, and also MetaMask. MetaMask Phantom wallet is actually for Solana blockchain, so you can use that for anything. Either you want to receive anything from Solana blockchain, you can use Phantom wallet. And let's say you want to from Ethereum and maybe Base. Um, MetaMask actually include Ethereum. It include every other blockchain except Solana. It's only Solana that is not on MetaMask, but other blockchain is there. So it's a combination like of ecosystem that is combined in one wallet. So you can use that. If time permits us, I can just show us how to actually create wallet, or you can just ask the question, then I can explain to us. So the next one is to explore decentralized application. Like start exploring popular apps in area of internet. Sorry. So another one is to join Web3 communities and educate yourself. So in this aspect, in fact, this is the most the most important one that you need to do, and it's the most active. Let me say the most active one, or the best way to actually grow on the Web3 space, which is you joining a community and be open and be willing to learn and unlearn on the Web3 ecosystem. So, for example, there are groups that you can get to like join. Maybe someone can actually like introduce you, or you can actually get to know about some people that have community on Twitter. Most people are on Twitter though. People that always show up every day, you see them on Twitter. So you can get to join one community and make sure that the community that you are joining is a community that they are also like ready to also impact knowledge into you, not like a community that you just go and nothing is being done there. If you see that okay, nothing is being done there, everywhere is quiet, just know it's not for you. It might be a community. Don't go to a community of maybe the person is big already, or maybe let's say the community is only for, let's say they want to drop jobs. No, it should be a community where they are learning every day, they educate their community members, engage with them, and like-minded people, everything. Just make sure that you get to learn and from their own experience. So exploring Web3 job, this one I said start with transferable skill. You have like writing, content creation or graphic design. What I mean is that um on the Web3 space, I know everybody that wants to join, they be like, I want to come and make money. But the first thing, don't even think of money. I'm not saying to not think of money, but then you have to learn and be able to do something and be good at it first, so that people will be able to actually know you for this and be like, oh, this is what this person do, right? So you have to, like, you can do content writing, you can go into writing content, participating in trade contests as well, or even just you can just engage with projects. You can look for one project that you see that the project is still very new and they need visibility, or you can feel like, okay, you want to just grow, you just want to create content about this thing, or let's say you want to just from what you've learned today or what you're going to be learning from this boot camp, you can just pick a topic, one of the topics that you understand or the one that you don't even really understand. You can go and do more research and start writing about them, so that people will actually see that, okay, the one that you don't understand, do research, say, okay, this is what I learned, or this is where the part I don't really understand, write about it. And that's what I mean by the writing aspect. It's not necessary that you start looking for a job and say, oh, I want to start, because as a beginner you need to know how to write very well to be able to write for projects. So you need to practice all these things and know how to write very well. So the last one is experimenting, learning, and contribute. So you contribute to open source project, like I said now, participate in contests, collaborate with others, and practice to gain practical experience from them. There are a lot of people on the space that they are so good. So you can connect with these people. You can even serve as intern for them. You can volunteer to do something that you know how to do. Like somebody that's into graphic design. I met somebody last year, and the person is a graphic designer. He's doing well now. This guy, he came to that there's a boot camp that was going on that time, and then the guy came and he was like, he wants to do free header. You know what we will call header banner for people. And he said we'll create 10 people for free. I was like, wow, this is really amazing. And the guy created it then. So there are some graphic designer, like they are experts on that call that day, and they said that you should create it. They want to really see how good this guy is. And when this guy created this banner, it was so good that these people were like, oh, so you know how to do this thing. And that already giving visibility. It's already giving him a connection. At least he connect with some like-minded people, connect with somebody that into what he's doing. And from there, he actually like got to their community and started building from there. And now the guy is doing so well on this place. And he's not even only doing graphic design now. He now moved to photography. We all know what photography is all about. Making videos, go for events and all of that. And he's not only even doing it for just Web3, doing it for big company that they are not calling him. They got so many connections and all of that. So that is that on how to get started in Web3. So from everything that I've said so far, I will be expecting us to ask questions at this stage, because I think I managed my time so well. All right, so I will want us to ask our question. Ask me anything. Ask me any question from what you've learned or what you've heard me saying since. So, oh my God, why is my speaker not working? No way. Oh, did I press something? Okay, somebody asked that why do we still build on Twitter knowingly fully well it's not decentralized? This is a very good question, and this is the answer. I feel from my own experience and how I got onboarded, so many of us we got onboarded so in let me say a wrong way. So let me number these questions so that let me number them so that I will know the one that, okay, let me just react. All right. So why we build on Twitter, not only where that is actually not decentralized. The thing is, so many of us were onboarded the wrong way, and they were not told that okay, Twitter is actually not a Web3 platform, but it's just a platform that many Web3 people they are exposed to, and they are using it to, let's say, to do adverts, or let me say they see it as a platform that they can get to advertise or to market their products or their projects on the web for the people in Web3. And if you notice, if you ask anybody that which platform is actually it's actually for what did they call it? It's for Web3. What they will tell you is go to Twitter, you will see them there. And even if you go to TikTok, before you can see Web3 people on TikTok, before I even know that there are Web3 people on LinkedIn, it was in fact I did not believe it. I was like, no, it's only Twitter that is actually for Web3 people. Because even me, I was a bit confused. But later on I do my research and I get to know that Twitter is actually Web2 platform, and I was shocked. So I feel like they've actually like tell people, and the way everything was is that it has given impression of, oh, Web3 is actually, Twitter is actually a Web3 platform. But now I think some of us that know already, we are not actually educating people and letting them to know that Twitter is not Web3 platform, but a place that you can actually get visibility, you can get known by people doing Web3, and you can get to like market your product, which is like, let's say, and it's mostly for meme coin, especially for meme coin projects. They love to use Twitter because they know they need to post about all these projects, and people will get to buy and all of that. Let me just say, the Twitter is actually a a platform to market, and the way everybody has seen it as, okay, it's actually a Web3 space. So I think that's how much I can actually explain that. So let me check the next question. If that answer your question, please let me know. I feel like it's the way many of us were onboarded. And even if somebody wants to onboard somebody now, what they will say is like, oh, Twitter, Twitter. And that was because we are used to it. And many of us are even on Twitter. We are more used to Twitter. So we don't really be like, oh, is there really any other platform that we can actually be doing this thing? So even if you tell them, they will be like, oh, they are used to Twitter. No, they are still going back to that Twitter. All right, let me look at the second one. Okay, let me just use my phone to check the second question. Okay, yeah, it's actually the mindset. Yes, it's the mindset actually. So the second one, the person adds examples of decentralized app for lending and borrowing. Okay, the example that I have, I did not really do research about it, right? But I know there are so many DAOs that they actually do all these things. But I have some example that you can just do where to do research about them. I'll just give us example and maybe what they do, but you can do more research about it to really know more about maybe the background, maybe the back end history about them. I don't really know their history, but then I know some app like MakerDAO. That MakerDAO now is like they let people to log their crypto as a collateral to borrow. Is it DAI stablecoin? Don't mind me. So that is one of them, right? And we have which one again? You see that I not even put the example on the slide, so because I don't really want to explain what better, but we can actually like do more research about that. And if I get to more answers to that, I will drop it on the group for us to understand that one very well. We also have medium crypto topics. It's just like they are heading actually. So those one are for Web3 and community, like to actually publish their uh is it their content or publish anything that they're actually like doing. I think that's it. I don't know if anybody still have other question, but if I get more answers to that, I will drop it on the group. I'm still expecting question. If there's still any question, please can drop them on the group. Okay. Then Mr. Kingsley also asked question about the naming format and the Web3. I don't really get your question. Are you asking why how they like name themselves, or I don't get the question. You say PFP, the formats on okay, naming format on the Web3 space and Web3 and PFP, right? Like, is it the names or what? Please let me to put it very well so that I can get the question right. Sorry, I need to find where what I did to make. Maybe I'll answer first. I really want to know what I did wrong that make my okay. 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 So Anil is asking question that which platform, okay, which app should we grow more on the Web3 space? Like I said, it's actually mindset, and let me put it this way. For me, for me, I'm more used to Twitter. The reason is that most of my audience have been, and most of the people I build with are on Twitter. And there's no day that these people don't come on Twitter. I feel like if you don't know how to navigate Twitter, you can go to any platform that you know how to navigate. I have somebody that is only on Medium. She's a lady, she's on Medium, and she's doing so well. For just just or to even a what says do this Facebook that you know how to navigate. It is recently I reached out to somebody that the person is even already monetized on Facebook, and I don't know how to navigate Facebook. What did I do? I reached out to the person, and now I'm learning about how to navigate Facebook. I have an account there. Another one that I did is that before I started on LinkedIn, nobody asked me how I started on LinkedIn. I did not just wake up one morning and say I want to go and build on LinkedIn. It's because I understand how LinkedIn now works. That's why I'm building on LinkedIn. Another one that I do not understand, I leave it because I have to do what works for me. Because if you are following noise, you are following people because somebody is not building on, that's the person that is building on Medium, because that person got a job now. I will not say I want to go and build there. It might not work for you. So you have to know the platform that you feel like, okay, it's more convenient for you. I don't want to use the word convenient. I want to use, let's say, that a platform that is actually working for you. On even the LinkedIn that I'm building on, I have to learn about LinkedIn for 1 month, which I did in March. Nobody knew about that. It was just me and this class. We battled. So I had to do that for a month. It was 1 month. What did they call it? 1 month boot camp that we did, and it really helps me. I focus on it, and as I focus on it, even helps me to actually know how to structure my content very well. So my own advice is that you have to know your target audience. If you know your target audience, you will know how to position yourself. But I feel like Twitter is more relatable. It is more relatable. People actually like, they are used to Twitter and all of that. So let's say you are now building on Twitter and you know what you are doing. As long as you know what you are doing, you know how to put your content together, and you know your target audience, you are good to go. You don't have to be going every platform. You don't have to go to every platform and become somebody there because somebody is there. No. I don't know if any other person have, maybe Mr. Raphael have something that you can say about that. But for me, I would say you should do what works for you. Since that I said which platform, because okay, I think I've gotten the question for that Mr. Kingsley. Somebody is answering the question already on the group. All right. Exactly. You can build on any platform. What matter is you, what you do, how you can actually, like, your target audience also matter. If you know the people that you want to attract, you can do research about maybe the names that you can follow. Like what I did on LinkedIn, is you know everybody on LinkedIn. In fact, many people that I've connected with, especially because I was starting from a boot camp. You know, people I followed, there was just people that we want to start building. Now I have to do something different, which I did, and what I did is to go and use my AI to search for accounts that are very big on LinkedIn that are into what I'm doing, and they are into, let's say, their companies, their projects, or they are also like normal account that shares tips about growth and all of that. So those are the kind of account that I follow. People that are into what I'm doing, my niche. And I know that even these people, if they make any post, I will get to learn more about this thing there. So those are the people. You don't have to, in fact, it's not on LinkedIn, you cannot connect with everybody. You have to be specific about who to connect with, because if you are connecting with everybody that is not aligned with you, it's going to drain your growth, and it's going to drain your even your impression on LinkedIn. So, and another thing I want us to know is that we should stop chasing trend, and we should stop chasing metas. What they used to call it. There's nothing like metas. There is nothing like meta. It is just that people keep learning and they see things differently. Everybody have their own opinion. Everybody have their own way they understand things. And if this Mr. A puts more attention to something, If that Mr. A is now winning there, doesn't mean that you should leave what you are doing and go for what Mr. A is not doing. You have to focus and be sure of what you're also like doing, so that you don't burn out. Because if you are chasing everywhere, if you are chasing everything, you are going to burn out. All right. So I don't know if any other person have question. Is there any network issue? Is it that no one is hearing me? Wow. Nobody can hear me, really?
Hear you.
Someone
Hi,
is saying
Sid.
they
Good
cannot
evening.
hear
Can you
me.
hear
Is
me?
that true? What the Telegram did to me today. I need to find
Sid, can you
solution
hear
to
me?
this. I think it's happening
Hi,
somewhere.
Sid. Can you hear me?
Something is wrong.
Sid, can you hear me? Can anyone hear me?
Ooh,
Yes,
Jesus. Can somebody speak now?
Yes, I hear you very well.
Can someone unmute their mic and speak? Or did
I
I
think you
did
can
I
hear
do
safe,
something
but safe
okay?
can't hear it.
Hi, Safe, can you hear me? Safe.
No.
But
I
can you
can
guys
hear
hear me
you.
from like the
Continue.
other
I
end?
can't
Can
hear
you guys hear me?
anybody.
I
Okay,
can hear
everybody
you.
can hear me, right? Um
Yes, I can hear you.
I get this thing is from my Telegram. I think I'm having issue with my Telegram. For me not to be able to hear anyone, I will find that out later.
Maybe it's network, but me, I can hear you.
I think I press something and I don't know how to get that out of. All right, not to waste our time, let's just move forward. Right? Okay, yes, I can hear. I cannot hear anybody, but since that everyone can hear me, it's fine. I don't know why that's happening. Honestly, I'm pained. Just finding my way around what I did wrong. Just looking for what I did wrong. I don't know. Please try and look for where to. Okay. Try and connect back. The person that is saying you cannot connect back. If anybody know maybe any settings I can go on my Telegram to know what's really happened, why I cannot hear anybody, you can just drop it on the group so that I can quickly check that out. Anyone? Chat. No.
But is it that you are not
Yes, it's
hearing
from my device,
anybody
I
at
know.
all? Like, are you hearing anybody at all? Or you just, you are not hearing at all?
I guess I off something.
Can't hear any of us. She can't.
I think it's from my device. I don't know what really happened. So let's move forward. Okay. Since that I could not find out what really happened. Or okay, let me check something. I did not mute anybody, so why can't I hear what everyone is saying? I did not mute anyone.
Can you switch to your phone? Can you hear me?
Can anyone speak now? Can someone say something?
Hi, can you hear me?
Oh my god! I can hear! Jesus! See what I did? So, Frankie, you are laughing since morning. I'm very sorry for you to even laugh now. Okay, I don't want to waste our time. It's already 8:20, and the last one that we are having is just the last part. Oh my goodness! I know I did something, but I don't want to confess first. I want to confirm if it is true or maybe it's not. I was getting notification before, and I don't like the sound, so I have to cancel it. And I don't know it's what is going to be affecting this thing. So, but thank God it's solved now. All right. I hope everybody can still see my screen. Can we still see the screen? Okay, yes. Everyone. Oh, finally, I can hear somebody's voice. Oh my God. I was not comfortable hearing my only voice. All right, so the next one we having is the assignment aspect. And I think I've explained everything. And if any other person have questions, since that you're not going to be typing again, I feel like that typing will have been stressing you. I'm so sorry about that. So now we're done with the question and answering section. You know, if I switch to my phone, it will cut, and the material is actually on my laptop, so that's why. So this is going to be our assignment, but I want us to do the last part now. The last part of this assignment, which is everybody on the call, to follow Abia Web3 Connect and to follow Save on Chain on Twitter. You can see the handle. Anyone that is on Twitter can follow the Twitter account, and anyone that is on LinkedIn can go and follow. And if you have the two, you can go and follow the two. So let's do that in the next just 2 minutes. Let's just use 2 minutes to do that and draw screenshots to the group. So the last assignment is going to be done by everyone. So let me just read out for us, so that I will not be like I did not see it. Even if you did not see it, you will hear me saying it. So the assignment is going to be you explaining what you now understand about Web3. I make sure that this assignment is not too long and it's not too much, so that you'll be able to do that. Then tomorrow you prepare for tomorrow, right? So you explain what you understand about Web3 and how Web3 can improve your own life or career. If somebody to ask me now how Web3 has improved my own life and my career, I will be, in fact, I have a lot of testimony, or should I say testimonial? I don't even know. So I have a lot of things to say about that. So now I want to see you writing your own, at least as a beginner, somebody, and from what you've heard today, what do you understand by Web3 and how you think that is going to actually improve your life and your career. Then the next one is, in your own word, explain the difference between Web 1, Web 2, and Web 3. So that's the second question. So for the question and how we're going to answer this question, you can see that it is not a big question. It's not a question that it cannot stress you. So you can use any of the platforms that I mentioned here, which is LinkedIn or Twitter. This question that I asked, you can make it in a form of thread or in form of a normal post on X. For people that don't have okay, yes, for people that cannot okay, let me just screenshot that and send it to the group. For people that cannot join back, I will drop the assignment for us to. So I'll be dropping the assignment on the group for people that are not on the call, so that at least for people that joined the class today, they'll be the only ones to understand that question. If somebody that did not join the call at all, how will the person know? So I'm going to be dropping the assignment on the group. Oh. So now, like I was saying, we're going to write it like a thread or as a normal post on either on LinkedIn or on Twitter. Then you follow the account mentioned below, which is this. You are going to tag Abia Web3 Network and save on chain to your post, whether on LinkedIn and on Twitter. So my name on LinkedIn is actually Kolawole Oduayo, so it's different from Twitter. I have save on chain on Twitter, so you can actually get that. So that's how to get your assignment done. You can make the post tomorrow morning and send the screenshot plus with the link to this group. But for the following of the accounts, please make sure you are doing it right now so that we actually know that, because this is actually a free class. There's nothing, no one is collecting anything from you. While other people are even out there, they are paying for this. I'm telling you, people are paying for this. So you are privileged to have this thing, and the only thing we can ask from you is that, okay, give us a follow, give your testimonial about what you've learned, and that is all. Nobody's asking you for money, nobody. So that's the least I feel like you can do to actually show appreciation and to show that, okay, you really learned something and you appreciate the people that organize this event while you also prepare for tomorrow. So please, let's do that right now. Follow the account both on LinkedIn and on Twitter. We also have, let me check that. We also have other platforms. For those that are on Facebook, for those that are on so I'll be dropping the assignment first, then I can. So the link for other platform for Web3 Network is on the group. I think that one was sent even a day before yesterday, right? So I want us to also do that for those of us that are on Facebook, for those of us that are on maybe TikTok, and for some of us that are also on other platform though. Every platform that is there. Let me check other platform that is there so that I will confirm. All right, we have for the Web3 network, Abia Web3 network. We have for LinkedIn, we have for Twitter, we have for Facebook, we have for TikTok, and we have for YouTube. So we have 5 platforms that you can follow. I'm going to resend that to the group. So for those of us that are in other platform, please let's do it to follow all these accounts for the organizer, please. So I've resent that and I've pinned it up. So that is the assignment that we are having today. So thank you so much for having me. And let me just say this, Web3 is not about tech. It is not about someone that have technical skills and all of that. It is not only for them. You can start Web3 with anything, and I can assure you that there is a lot to learn and also to earn on Web3 space. Only if you're willing to to learn, be open to learn. Don't, even if you know so much. Um. Okay. Yes, you can write on LinkedIn. Yes, because since that your account are active, your account is active, and it also what did they call it? You're actually like active on all those accounts. Yes, you can post on those two accounts. Like me now, I post on LinkedIn and on X. So I have my social media active and I'm posting on them. So even if you have all the social media, you have Facebook, TikTok, all you just do, make sure that your content is well structured and is relatable. I'm just giving you expo. Make sure your content is relatable. That's not even somebody that doesn't know about Web3 before. If they saw it, they should be able to understand that, oh, this person actually, they truly understand what they learned from this boot camp, and for them to be able to come outside and share about what they've learned. So, or what they've learned, so any English, or what they've learned, right? They will also like be like, oh, this person actually know what they are doing, and they'll be happy to connect with you. Imagine somebody went to learn about marketing and the person went ahead to write about what the person have learned. That is even how to even get connect with people, because people know, oh, you not know about this thing. They'll be happy to connect with you. So do it to post all these things on all the platforms that you are active on. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate. Thank you, Abia Web3 Network. Thank you so much, Mr. Raphael. Thank you to the organizer. I really appreciate. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share what I know about Web3, to share my idea and all of that. I'm really, really grateful. You guys don't know what he has done, because so many of us, we don't even have the opportunity to actually teach about what we know. And what I realized is that as long as if you teach what you know on this space, you get to learn more and you get to even understand more, because there are some things you'll be talking about and you realize that you don't even know this thing. Like now, someone that asked question about the what do you call it? Who asked that question again? I only see few people that follow the account. I want to see more people. Only one person sent screenshots. Why? I want to see more people doing that, please. So I'll be rounding up. Thank you so much. I'll be missing my mic now. God bless everybody.